Now, beloved in the Seventh Day Adventist Church, beloved in the Seventh Day Adventist Church, this is a very urgent message. A very urgent message called Follow Matthew 18. Follow Matthew 18. A firm stance for the ministry of the present truth ministry of State Line Seventh Day Adventist Church and Dr. Isaac Olatunji. Now, it is so sad when we have people like Pastor David House, his offshoot minister, who didn't even graduate from college. That brother, he didn't even graduate from a college. He just went to Heartland, took some classes and left. Went to prison because he had an argument with a independent church over Sabbath reverence. He caused trouble in a Caucasian church at that. He caused trouble with his Caucasian brethren, and they locked him up because he's a troubler, a troublemaker. He does not respect law and order. Well, he recently came out with these sermons talking negatively about State Line Seventh Day Adventist Church and Pastor Isaac Olatunji. And this is a response to that. He needs to follow up Matthew 18. This David House guy needs to follow Matthew 18 with Dr. Isaac Olatunji. He needs to pray with him behind closed doors. Call him. I'm sure Dr. O, if he messages him or calls him, respond to his calls and work situations out, he needs to take away the bitterness in his heart against those who he feels like he has disagreements with in ministry. And he needs to work it out with this new person he has a disagreement with, and settle things out, hash things out, and turn over a new leaf and have a new day with him, and just do ministry. Don't preach the word. Stop all this gossiping and backbiting and criticizing this man's ministry. Dr. O's doing a mighty work in the Huntsville area. A mighty work, beloved. He's preaching present truth in the pulpit about last day events. He's preaching the prophecies. He's talking about the health of form, the Sabbath of form, the spirit of prophecy. He is the Lord's anointed for this hour. He is God's true delegated minister for this hour. He is the Lord's anointed for this hour. Not David House. Not even David Gates. Both of them are independent ministries that have been cast out by the Seventh-day Adventist leadership. My ministry is not cast out by the Seventh-day Adventist leadership. My ministry is, while on the fringes because I'm present truth, I'm a canvasser, I preach online. My ministry is accepted by the Seventh-day Adventist leadership. I'm a member of good regular standing in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I'm a tithe returning member in good regular standing in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I've been ordained as an intern of a Seventh-day Adventist Church. Now, I may have left over Sunday Surge as an intern. I may have went back to membership and lay leadership as a call porter because of that, and women's ordination, the celebration, and other things like that, and jury and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm still a member in good and regular standing in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I support our leaders. I go to a local Seventh-day Adventist church here in my area, even though they have all the celebration and modest dress. I go there, I listen to the sermon, I walk out and go to Sabbath school at another local Seventh-day Adventist church. So that's what we need to do. We don't need to criticize our brethren on a constant basis and find fault with them. And we need to follow Matthew 18 with them. Stick with the word. Preach through his message. Stop criticizing. Love the brethren. What did City Book say in one of his sermons? He said, I love the brethren. What did 1 John say? He said, this is how we know that we enter from death into life if we love the brethren. So follow Matthew 18, Pastor House. This is a message to you, Pastor House. Follow Matthew 18 with Dr. Isaac Olatunji. And you know what, Pastor House? Matthew 18 says, don't go behind closed doors and gossip about our ordained Seventh-day Adventist ministry, our paid Seventh-day Adventist regular line ministry. Follow Matthew 18 with that, pastor, and leave it alone. You're going to be touched up by God for touching the Lord's anointed. Psalm 105:19 says, touch not the Lord's anointed and do my prophets no harm. And Dr. O's a man of God, is a prophet, the Lord's anointed. And don't touch him. He's ordained. He's an ordained man. An ordained man with credentials from a Seventh-day Adventist institution, a school, brother, by the Pastor House. And this is one or two that you could have graduated from, and you could be in the ministry yourself. But no, you decided to buck against the leaders that were trying to get you a ministry, and you decided to talk negatively because you're jealous. That's what I think you are, Pastor House. You may be jealous of an ordained man, Dr. O. Most Congressman Father, thank you for the Sabbath day. Thank you for all the mercy and blessing. I'm asking, Lord, that Pastor House will work out a situation with Dr. O, and they'll be on friendly terms again. And the ministry, he'll do his ministry in his respective field and not gossip. And Dr. O do his ministry because he do his ministry to me a blessing like he is up in the state line area. And just Christ my prayer, man. Maranatha, God bless you, family.